Yeah, X Games, man.
All right, guys, this is another episode of Lobby Call. This is episode 2. Today we have special guest Jon Curry. We got Mother Freaker. We have what's going on today? I just don't get it. What is going on?
Got this shit set up on cups.
I mean, yeah.
What you
What is going on?
Get your rig.
We about to get syndicated. Why?
Right. All right. So we have pretty much all of Trap House Jazz, save for maybe Said, and yeah. We have Jon Curry here, drummer extraordinary. He's played for various artists.
My high school.
We've got Dan Foster here. You guys know him from last episode. We have Masego here. Artist extraordinaire.
I ain't like how y'all sampled me last episode. Made me sound like a dingbat.
I'm gonna go and let you guys do a brief introduction of yourselves.
Otra vez.
Let the people know who you are, where you're from, what your background is, blah, blah, blah. I'll start with you, Masego.
Yo, I burned my hand 10 minutes ago, and this might be the worst pain. Worse than the hand tats. But if you don't know who I am, I don't really care.
It's like, oh,
That's all. There's nothing to know about.
My vagina is pulsating right now.
God.
Hey, man.
All right.
Just know women aren't things that you can just get. You have to earn them.
You're absolutely right. That's good. So that's your background. We got that. Jon Curry, where you from, man? Tell us about yourself.
Bull City.
I'm actually from New Jersey, but yeah, I've been living in Durham for like 10 years.
Okay.
You know.
What's your musical background? Like, what do you do? What is your?
I play drums. I've been playing drums forever, basically as long as I can remember. You know.
Okay.
It's kind of a natural thing.
Gotcha.
You know.
If y'all don't know, Jon Curry is the drummer for Rhapsody. Drummer for Masego.
But he burned his hand, so.
And he burned his hand.
And Curry's a gun evangelist.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
A gun evangelist.
Woo!
Sick.
Yeah, so that's cool. How long you been in Durham?
Yeah, I've been in Durham for 10 years. Since 2009.
Okay,
So 11 years at this point.
There we go.
Yeah.
Cool. We got Dan Foster over here.
You.
I think we all know Dan from first episode. Tell us a little bit about yourself for viewers and listeners who didn't see episode 1.
Yeah, no. My name is Dan. I play keys and stuff. I'm from VA and I'm sober.
Tell them about the anal beads.
Oh yeah, no. So yesterday I was cleaning the house and I wanted to.
Anyway, hey yo, Matt, what's the first topic? What's the first topic of the day? You ain't gonna spin this on me.
Yeah.
So I think my first question is for Masego.
Yeah.
I kind of want you to explain, since we have the whole band here.
Wow.
What is Trap House Jazz? What does that mean for people who don't know?
I'm glad you said that, man. I don't know.
I don't think any of us know. For
Yeah, I feel like we don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So when you first came up with the idea for Trap House Jazz, like what was your idea of it? Like, what was that?
I was just trying to get girls to text me back. So I thought if I made myself a collective, then they would text me back. So I did that.
How'd that work out for you?
Well, still waiting. But yeah, like on some real, I don't know. Like I feel like at the end of the day, not the beginning of the day, back in the day, there was like a lot of collectives. It was Selecticate and Selection and Radiant 4 and Codename Kids Next Door. Like there was lots of groups, and I wanted one. So, you know, Trap House Jazz was just something that kind of rolled off during one of my mini freestyles. And then I was like, hey, want to join me? And then I found Curry.
Okay, yeah, because it was cool. Because like when we first met, we met in college, Old Dominion University, Norfolk, Virginia. Whoop, whoop. Okay.
Wow.
Insert
Facts.
Insert cricket. Nah, we met at ODU, and I think the first time I met you was when I was, where was it? I was in a band practice room on piano or something, and
I thought you was one of those like cool janitors that just got back in my day, I used to be able to do this.
I used to play with Buddy Guy, and
Yeah, so I was like, this is a cool janitor, man. So,
it was a I don't know, it was a cool little, you used to do little jam sessions and what was that group we were at in ODU? It was the Independent Music Association.
IMA. I'm very appreciative of IMA because like I was cocky coming into college until I got into that organization and saw niggas better than me and was like, oh.
Everybody.
Isn't it Intercollegiate Music Association or something?
Nah, at ODU was IMA.
Intercollegiate.
It's like,
nah, it was just like, oh, that's a rollout.
Mm-hmm.
That's a music video. So I'm appreciative. There's a lot of people that were solid artists, and I was just wearing skinny jeans
and Hawaiian shirts.
Whoa. They were cheap and affordable.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting, like how trap house, like just the current trap house jazz, kind of formed. I think not John, but Dan was here first, with Josh, Chandler.
Yeah, no.
Dang, that's true.
Yeah.
From the jump. We were still playing like for chicken boxes.
I still don't know why Dan be sticking around me so long.
Honestly, dude, I don't know either, man. I'm just there's a kid in the living room, so I'm gonna kick it with you.
It's like he made so much more money before knowing me. I'm just like, that's you here for.
How hilariously sad.
Exactly. Like I
I
don't
wish these were
respect
just
his
jokes.
diet. Like I don't know. It's crazy.
Nah, and then after that it was me, Dan, and then I met John at the SoundCloud show we did in Austin.
R.I.P. SoundCloud, man. It was some good times 2015.
Yep.
Yeah, good old SoundCloud. And then after that it was like a few months later, or maybe it was the next year.
Yeah, it was like a year later.
Yeah, and then we did the first European tour. And
John been cool since I met him.
Yeah.
Like,
how'd you meet John?
I was I was in Durham, and I was talking to some girl at the time, and then I stopped talking to her when I heard him play. I said, "Excuse me, Sade," and I like cut her off, and I was like, "Yo, who is that?" And then, this dude named Moose, and then this other chick. Oh, was it Sicily?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they was like,
Sicily.
they just sung your praise like, that's Jon Curry. See, what he does is he does a skitter scatter, not a scatter skitter when he plays. His paradiddles are predunctuous. They were just bigging you up, and I was like, dang, I'll never afford him. And then, I don't know, I feel like something happened. Like somebody reached out, and then you said yes to doing the SoundCloud gig to fill in, and then I was just like, dang, dude's energy is like mad dope. And then I kicked out all the white people.
Oh man. But no, it's kind of fucked up because it's like low key true. That's my homie, man.
I'm just messing. Yo, listen to Chandler's podcast.
No, this is
that's my nigga.
No, that was my roommate. Before
Come on, comedy style.
That's my best friend to this
Next
day.
up,
Shout out to Chandler. Man.
Shout out Chandler, man.
Chandler's a good dude.
He's out here running a role and directing movies and the news and shit.
Right.
He's killing the game.
nah,
right
hey,
now,
shout out to my mans,
Trying
yo.
to be like Chandler when I grow up.
Exactly, yo. So I mean, it's cool, but like I do enjoy saying the N word without feeling like I'm making somebody feel weird.
No, but it's like but hard R though. Like it's not even nigga with y'all anymore, man. It's like straight up hard R. Man.
Don't speak for
That shit
yourself.
makes me uncomfortable. Literally,
That's just
every time.
Kojo. He should have a podcast.
Kojo should have a podcast.
Hey, it's Kojo.
Shout out to Koja.
Welcome back to Cut. It's Kojo.
All right, so today we're gonna talk a little bit about like success. What is success in the music industry?
Ooh, I don't know.
Right, we're gonna talk about it.
What's
though,
it mean?
Right. So, what is success? And like, I know as Dan, you're like a musician and producer.
Come
John,
on, big my man's up.
right? John, musician, dope ass drummer. Masego, he's already, everybody knows who Masego is pretty much. Me, I'm just a producer, artist,
Come on,
musician,
Singer.
model.
you know what I'm saying? All
Old
that.
Navy
You know what I'm
enthusiast.
saying? Baby Gap enthusiast. Nah, but so we're gonna talk a little bit about, you know, what we all think success is, and you know, when do we reach success, right?
Sure. I want to hear what do you think, Max? Like, when will you know that you are a fully realized artist?
Just an artist?
Yeah, like a successful. What is a successful artist in Max's realm?
I think a successful artist, it doesn't even have to really,
like, is it numbers you're looking for, an accolade, a shout out? Like, what do you want?
honestly, for me personally, I would say success is doing what you love, cool, and being financially stable, making money, living off of your gift, pretty much. Being able to live comfortably while doing what you love, your passion.
Let's put a number on it. What's living comfortably?
Well, it depends on where you live. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you live in LA, it's going to be way different than, let's say, Atlanta or Virginia. Sure. You know what I mean? So,
for the people out there, like, just throw a number out. Because Treasy asked me this in 2011. He was like, what is the number that you think you make a year that means I'm successful? And I couldn't answer it at first. I was like, I don't know how much.
That's a good question,
answer that for yourself, because it's good. It helped me. I was just like, all right, this is how much my nigga makes to pay his rent in LA. And then he travels. I was like, it was like something like, I don't know. I forgot what the number was, but like that's what my goal was. Mm-hmm. Like, what is yours?
I think for me, I would say at least more than what I was doing when I was working at the hospital, right?
Okay, that's a good barometer.
You know, so, but for me personally, I think about, if you're making $100K a year, I think that's, it's hard to answer. And this is why I want to talk about it, because it's kind of hard to answer.
It's a good question.
I think $100K, it's like, oh, okay, that's a good number to be like, okay, this is success, if you will.
If you're making $100K doing what you want to do, boom, boom, boom.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're able to live comfortably. You're able to not worry about, you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do gigs you don't want to do to make ends meet. You know, things like that. Okay. I think that's a good number.
Same question, Curry. What you think?
Man, I mean, I have a similar answer, but I also feel like it just depends on the person. Excuse me. Like, it depends on what somebody's comfortable living with. Like, what's a comfortable living situation for you? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, $100,000 living in Durham is like, oh, you get money,
right?
Like, you got money, you driving a Benz,
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you probably got a little, like an acre or 2 or 3,
right?
And like, so it just depends on like what's comfortable for
you. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? In my living situation, it's like, when we're working, it's like, yeah, I'm comfortable, but mm-hmm. then like as a musician or as an artist, it's like, what is comfort? Like, oh, I'm just trying to always be better. So it's like,
mm-hmm. right.
As an artist or as a musician or as a drummer, it's like, I don't think I'll ever be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Mm. I'll never feel like I'm successful. My parents think I'm successful, which is like, that's good.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? But as a musician, it's like, I'm probably never going to feel like I'm successful.
Mm.
In terms of my living situation, it's fine. It's like, I'm comfortable, I'm happy. I know I want more things, but I know that it's feasible for me to attain those things.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I'm successful, you know, compared to other people that I know. But compared to some other people that I know, on the other hand, it's like, you know, I might not be as successful, but I'm happy. Right. You know.
How about you, Dan? Do you have parents?
Do you have shoes?
No, I wear sandals and eat rice every day. So.
Papaya.
Arroz.
Yeah, I think it's
Spanish
the same.
here.
I think. No, I think if you're, I I don't even know that I want to put like a number on it.
I don't
you know
either.
what I mean? Yeah, because I mean, sure, no, if I'm making like 100 bands or whatever, fuck it, no, if I'm making like 60 bands a year and I live in fucking Arkansas, no, I'm calling my mom like, yo, you ain't gotta work no more,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like I got us. You know what I'm saying? Like don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, once a month I'm gonna take you to Old Navy. We gonna run it the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? I got this cool. Like it's
or Max Cotton On.
But yeah, no, I think it's more, money is definitely an issue, but also it's I want to get to the point, or for me to feel like I'm successful in the industry or successful in music in general, like I want to get to the point where I'm just not worried about money,
Nice.
And I can like,
right,
if I want to just like go and like fuck off to Madrid or Tokyo or whatever for like a month, I can do that and not have to work while I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? I think that's
residuals.
So yeah, it's that. It's being comfortable enough to where I can like look at like young kids from Virginia or like wherever I'm, like from where I'm from and stuff like that, and be like, hey, I have these opportunities. Shut up. No, I got these opportunities. I can help you do X, Y, and Z, so you can build your situation. You know what I'm saying? And also it's artistically like working to the point where I can say no to things, because at the moment it's not really freedom that I have at the moment. Like if someone offers me a gig, and it like pays like a solid amount of money, like I'm probably gonna say yes. You know what I'm saying? But I want the opportunity to only play gigs, only like produce things that I think are cool. So I think that's what success essentially is.
Okay.
For me anyway.
I got you. And so let's talk about numbers then, like about album sales, right? Or not even just album sales, just like, what about for you, Sega? I don't want to skip over you. What do you think?
What the question of success number?
Right.
I'm rich. I don't care.
Right.
I'm in my bag and I can't get out.
I'm in my bag and I can't get out.
I've been a millionaire for years.
I'm about to say I'm pretty rich.
We got it. You're rich. You're wearing a robe right now and covering your face.
This nigga is wearing a house coat right now.
Listen, people, all right.
A house coat and some church pants.
I think the issue with me is I do not care anymore. Like, I'm just having fun. So I feel like my passion is figuring out how to help my friends reach those financial goals. Because again, I can't act like I'm greater than thou and wasn't wanting blog recognition, cosigns, clout, money, everything. Like in Virginia, I wanted all of that and did everything I could do to get all those things, like email the person of the person of the person, and like trying a million things. So I'm not coming from a place of like, nah, man, it's dumb to have financial goals. Like money, it's stupid. I punch that. But no, like I feel like it's more so about the lifestyle. Like I like when Dan gave the example of like, I want to just be able to like go to Madrid for a month and not destroy my income of the year because I did that trip.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I like your comparison of like, yo, when I was working at the hospital, like I want a comparable, like at least match that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like at least match what I was making it there and then surpass it. Is like, okay, I'm successful. And then with Curry, is just like, yo, based on the place that I chose to reside, it's like, I mean, that number kind of shifts. And then he's saying as like an internal artist, like he's going to constantly be shifting to get better. It's not even like I'm about to be comfortable thing, because that's success and comfort seems to be like a cousins type of thing. But anyway, tying it back to me, I feel like I'm bigger on like legacy nowadays. I'm just like, okay, cool. How do I make it where after I'm done doing music or gone or whatever like that, what continues after that? Like I'm about like life residuals. It's more so than people are still playing my songs, but more so people are experiencing my way of thinking. Like somebody else is stressing out a band by changing the set last minute. Like somebody else is buying a bunch of instruments. And,
Shade.
I want like more me's because I feel like I'm like that. I'm like a hero villain. It's just like, yo, this dude was an idiot. But it's like, we watched our set from 2018. It's like, yo, this Jon kind of lit. Like, I like what we turn into. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that I haven't even like started my podcast and Max figured out how to do the whole ish. Like he's doing his own thing. Like this got the cameras, you know what I'm saying? Like I like that where it's like I'm gonna buy ish, and when other people use it, I love that Because it's like, usually I'm just trying to figure out how to get people to text back. Stop playing me. You know what I mean? So like, if people are using the things that I've spent, like the bread that I've worked for on, then I feel successful. When I can, like, when Jay-Z was like, yo, I made somebody else a millionaire. That's when you that nigga. It's like, yeah, you can get bread, like boom, boom, boom. Like, we can all figure out some means of getting where we got to go. But like, the real thing is like, can you actually help somebody else?
Right.
So that's what I'm on now. It's like, can I effectively uplift somebody? And I'm like, if I can just buy some instruments, niggas can use them, or use my connects. Like, I'm about all that.
Yeah.
Like, F me. Just like, yo, anybody you've seen, like, use my name as a name. I don't care. I'm just trying to see what's up with these Platinos.
Platinos. No. I had another question though. For you guys, do you think there's some things that you have to compromise until you quote unquote make it?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I tell y'all, like, let's think about.
I can't breathe.
Yeah. I think you got a big nose till it stop working. You know what I mean? But no, like, I feel like, I mean, you've seen the Michael Jordan thing. Like, that's sacrifice. It's like, I can either hang out with people mad heavy, or I can be focused on this craft. I've seen it with the Drake songs. Like, he's like, white niggas are partying, I'm making the music they partying too. Like, there's Kanye in his house for 6 summers and all that stuff. Like, that there's a reason all these stories have a common thread. It's just like, y'all gotta, there's principles. That's all I've tried to do. It's just like, I can't teach people to do the Masego way, but I try to leave principles about it. Like, everyone's like, so when did you actually get it right? I'm like, I did at least 10 things that were kind of successful. And then it just kind of started bubbling like that. Like, nothing I've dropped was an instant viral hit, even to now. Like, it's to this, now it's on the radio. It's like a 3-year-old song.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too.
Yes, I'm just like nothing I've made was like, he's on. It's just like little subtle, like, oh wow, like such and such shouted you out. So I feel like my mentality is do a bunch of things and then eventually
see what's gonna stick.
What's gonna stick?
Yeah.
Because like, I'm never giving advice to the people to like try to viral it up, try to pop. Just more so, will niggas care about this in a week? And if not, I ain't really rocking with it. So I feel like sacrifice for sure. I sacrificed a lot of going out to parties, a lot of being up on what's happening in music and what's in media, and just honing my own sound, throwing paint at the wall.
Horning.
And then you said,
I said horning my own sound.
Honing my own sound, but just, you know, with my.
What I mean by compromise, I mean those are good things, right? What you're saying. But when I say compromise, I mean like
artistically, like,
yes.
Like,
are there
you
like
willing
some
to drop like a country record right now if it means that'll like you'll get paid in 6 months?
Right.
Yeah.
Or like play gigs that you don't want to do, or you know what I mean?
But that's like success though. That's like jumbled into my idea of success. Like, when I'm at a point where I don't feel like I have to sacrifice my integrity, or feel like I'm like, doing gigs you don't want to do is one thing, but doing gigs that are like completely off brand and completely make you uncomfortable and things like that, that's totally different.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, yeah, you're not successful if you're compromising your integrity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you have to weigh out, you know, is it worth it in the long run if you are going to do something, I guess, like that, you know, to try to get to a certain point. But I try to stay away from stuff like that.
I feel
like, I try to.
No, I think you're like, you know, financially, but also artistically, your bottom line should move. You know what I'm saying? Like right this second, like before I moved here, I was doing up like a metric fuck ton of corporate gigs and like bougie weddings and bar mitzvahs and stuff like that. And like no shade to people who do that, because it's a great living. You know what I'm saying? But like at this point, absolutely. That's what we were doing. You know, we were doing like bars and lounges and shit like that. You know, and it's cool. It's a great way to like, you know, sort of like get your chops together and shit like that, and figure out how to like survive a Masego show and stuff like that, where he's just like shooting from the hip the entire time, and we're just like hanging the fuck on trying to figure out what's going on. I don't know a song that says fucking let's go. You know, but like, but I'm to the point now where I don't. If someone offers me like a like a lounge gig or something, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that anymore.
Right.
You know, and I don't feel uncomfortable saying that anymore either. You know, like it's if there's like a solid bag attached to it, you know what I'm saying? Then maybe I might be like a little bit more malleable in how like I feel about saying yes to it. But generally speaking, no. Like it's I'm kind of good. Like there's just certain things that I don't want to do anymore.
Right.
And I'm like comfortable enough to where I'm not like wavering on that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think? Are there any? Let's see. At this point right now, are there any artists that you would not like work with or?
I assume so.
It was too hot. Okay. Or just like. Now, do you think that?
Why you Spice Adams laugh just? Good morning.
If you look at his toe slanted when he did it too.
Yeah.
He was like,
Yo.
No, but what was I about to say? Yeah. So like, do you think people who aren't successful, or I should say, musicians or producers or
Sure.
artists, should compromise like who they work with, right? So say if like, let's say for example, say for you, Masego.
okay.
If you're a young Masego who hasn't made it yet, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it would be, and I guess that's something that just to piggyback off what Jon was saying.
Yeah.
Thinking about the long run, but would you work with an artist who you normally wouldn't work with if you haven't come up yet?
Again, like I've tried all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried the work. Like I engineered for like $50 a session for trash artists. Like no one wants to hear this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I was doing that, but it didn't lead to anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I used to send sax samples to certain like local DJs. That didn't lead to anything. It was just like temporary bread just to get the bill off. So I feel like what I did do was I worked with artists that weren't popping, but I felt like the song was amazing. And so that is becoming a part of your legacy. So then when you do eventually pop, that back catalog helps. Like my first song on Spotify was this mad old, I almost forgot what it was called. It was like, I remember it's like a blue image with a purple saxophone. And it's, I don't know, some SoundCloud thing. But before I even knew what a Spotify was, somebody was like, yo, can we upload this? I don't got no budget. I'll make the artwork for you. And then that song ended up doing well. It was my first thing to actually make me understand what residuals look like.
Right.
It was like people are listening to this every day. And then by the end of the month, you're getting paid. So I feel like those moves were always more worth it than like the quick little, I need this, and like to me it never led to anything. It was just like some money and then
some experience. XP points.
What did I experience? You know what I'm saying?
You got better at mixing, right?
I've got better at mixing from mixing my own things because I actually cared. I just put little Ozone 4 presets and took my $50 and left. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm not, but it was like, yo, I want to sound like these people at ODU that are better than me. What are they doing? Our compressor. What's a compressor? Like when it was me, when it's my legacy, I'm investing all of my creative energy in leveling up.
Right.
When I'm starting to treat the R&B field like rap, like I got to beat this nigga. I got to have the best sound. Like that's when it's the motivation. When it's like your own self on the line. But when it's just, again, when you're doing like a wedding gig, you're not giving your best chords.
Oh, yeah, no.
You're putting in the least amount of effort
or you're
possible.
practicing, maybe.
Yeah.
It depends on what headspace you in.
Right.
Like there's few niggas on there like, I'm about to get on. No, they're just getting a check.
Yeah, that's true.
But when it's like my little trash 3-person show with me, some violin player, and some background singer that's just a chick in my class, I'm doing my best to make this look lit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, we got to figure out this looper on stage. That's when I care. But when it's just like, oh, I'm outside of Deja Blue playing sax covers of Joe.
Shout out to Hampton.
You know what I mean? It's just like, Nigga, you paid me in chicken. Let's keep it a Bucky Rooney. You know what I'm saying? I ain't care. I was just like, whatever. But when it was me with my little goofy launch pad, I'm trying to give my best moves. And then the little slim tings walking by, I'm like, I'm showing, you know what I mean? That's when niggas are trying. So I think you shouldn't compromise and get your money in something. Like, don't put the pressure on your art. Like, Sir worked at Guitar Center. You know what I'm saying? Like, mad fly niggas worked at normal jobs and got the bread there until their art could kick it to the side. Guitar Center's not hurting Sir's legacy. He could go back around and buy one of them and franchise and make it like a Kanye Gap story. Like, do ish that'll help your legacy in the long run versus like, I need this. Like, nah, sell drugs. You know what I mean? Like, you know, cocaine is everywhere, right, Dan?
Cocaine.
don't. Bro, y'all think I do all the drugs, man? Like,
what's in your sock right now?
That's disrespectful.
But you,
nigga, that's toes, nigga. What the fuck?
All right, man.
John, so John, as a drummer, is there like an artist that you wouldn't play for?
He want to get somebody canceled.
No, bro, you wanted to shout people out so bad. I will never work with this bitch, right? Like, no, like, it's not like that.
Billy Mercury.
Like, I think this is great insight, like, just for even just musicians, like, you know,
Yeah,
this is things that people don't really
there
think
are people
about.
I would say no to. I don't know who those people are. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit around and be like,
answer.
oh, and who is this? But there are people that if I got a call, I'd be like,
Okay, why? What are some reasons why you wouldn't, you know, hit with an artist?
oh.
Cancelled.
I mean, if it's not just like musically not a fit, like, you know what I'm saying? It might just be like, I don't really rock with this. I don't know. It's weird. It would have to be like just a call that's completely out of the blue. The money's not really making sense, and I don't know why these people called me. I don't want to be on the road for a month or 2 months or however many months with these people I don't know or whatever, something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay. What about you, Dan? As a producer, right?
That's a strong word, man. Like,
No, man, you're a producer. I mean, you Kalani, Grace Weber, Masego. I mean, come on.
Is that the Webler?
Ombre. I mean, what's up?
Yeah. I'm sorry. What's your question again? What's your question?
I'm asking, as a producer, are there?
You know his answer. He says he's gonna take the bag.
No, not necessarily. No, I think because I'm a musician first. You know, I'm never gonna say no to a project if that shit's just cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want to be a part of things that at the end of the day I can say that I'm proud of. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been to, like, you know, pop sessions and shit like that, and it's like I go in and we make a beat and like everyone's in there like nodding their heads and shit. And it's like, oh, this shit hard, and like I'm sitting in the back of the room like, I don't enjoy this.
Yeah.
If this comes out, and like, I mean, again, like hopefully it will, you know, but like if it comes out, I'm not gonna go and tell like all my musician friends, all my, like, you know, all the people that I look up to and that I respect, that hey, I was a part of this project. I think for me the most important thing is that when I do some work, I'm proud of it afterwards. You know what I'm saying? That's whether or not a bag is attached to it.
Right. Okay. I think that's interesting. That's a very...
That being said, a bag is sick. If you got a bag, hit me up. Instagram.
Yeah, keep it real. Like, yo, if you got enough money, there's a lot of things I would do.
No, wow. All right, hold on. Wait, pause.
Ain't no damn pause. If the bag is right, it ain't much I won't do.
Bag is right.
You know what I'm saying? I'll play anything. If the bag is right.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I don't want to like lock that into like, oh no, it's not R&B, it's not hip hop or whatever, that I'm not going to do it, because I have a lot of like influences, shit like that. I like a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll do a country gig if the shit's just good. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chris Stapleton. That shit is hard, man. You know, so it's not a genre thing. It's really just does this resonate with me? Do I like this? You know, sure, a bag, but like also, am I gonna be proud of this gig, of this project after it comes out? You know.
I feel. Yeah, I think that's a lot of people, like people who aren't musicians. I think it's a great insight coming from, you know, musicians, producers, artists, because they don't, you know, people don't really think about that for real. You know what I mean? So I think it's a great insight. Great insight. What else I was about to ask you guys?
Those breathy singers.
Oh no, I don't think. Did you answer the question? Like, as an artist, are there people that you don't want to work with, or situations that you don't want to find yourself in because it make you uncomfortable, or
I think, for example, right?
Maybe a feature that you'd say no to because it doesn't like vibe well with you or whatever.
It like old folk pissing. It all depends, right? So think about like the Tory Lanez situation. Right now, nah, I would not work with him. I would decline that. Sure. Not only is that a bad look, but he shot a girl. You know what I'm saying?
So that's been confirmed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been confirmed. Tory Lanez shot Meg Thee Stallion in the foot. He was drunk and blah, blah, blah. I'm sure Masego's like, nah, I'm good on that, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, nah. So it all depends.
Why are you trying to cancel Korean? It's only episode 2. Like, wait.
Look. I'm just saying, like, this is just an example. Like,
I got you.
Tory Lanez.
What a mainstream example.
That's a real mainstream example.
What a top 10 topics example. That nigga's not even in your sphere.
Oh, I'm just giving, like, people know what the situation with that. So it's kind of like,
who are our listeners? Like, what's the demographic?
I mean, look, people know, right?
What's the demo?
R. Kelly. I probably wouldn't be working with R. Kelly.
What are you getting these today?
Yeah, these are like the extreme cases, but what about like normal?
Give me like a normal
artists that haven't been canceled already?
I don't need a name. I just need like is there? I don't think names are important right now. There's just a scenario. Like, what would make you want to say no to a gig, to a show, to a project?
If I know that bad business.
Yeah.
Bad business is a very that's like top one.
Yeah,
if you're bad business ain't unprofessional and like you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. If cats are showing up late, cats don't want to rehearse, or like you got to call several people to get paid, then it's like
that's it. I'm good on that. You know what I mean? So
I think bad business and or like bad musicians or like working with people who don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
it's like really high. Like, I'll do a gig for little money if it's like killing musicians, and I'm like, oh, I know I'm gonna learn on this gig, or this is about to be dope, or like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have y'all ever like pulled out of a gig like during a rehearsal?
Yes.
Or because it's like, oh no, this is going to be trash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Mm-hmm.
You say your pull-out game trash.
Yes. Also that.
Also yes.
Also, I will get you pregnant.
I can't pull out of a driveway.
You're willing to take this to the next level. Random dancing.
I've definitely walked out of gigs and rehearsals because things weren't right.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Like,
see, that's not worth it.
Yeah.
Like, not being able to do what you like to do is not worth it. You know what I'm saying? The money could be bad all day, but if the playing situation is good, I might stick around.
Yeah,
My
it's
hand
a thing.
feels better.
What you say?
My hand feels better.
There we go.
Your hand feels better.
What's the next topic?
Would you guys ever? I know we were talking about like success and, signifiers of being successful and everything, but just in the music business, would you guys ever be on Love and Hip Hop?
Yes. My hero Joe Budden was on there. I want to follow in his footsteps.
Wait, you would, like, for real, you would be on Love and Hip Hop, even with the stigma attached to it?
Yeah.
I've never seen Love and Hip Hop, so I need like.
Just think.
Paycheck.
Just think like, what's just a messy.
It's like the real world for black people.
Yeah.
But it's like it's jokes. You know what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, it's like it's hyperbolized situations. Like I have a homie that like he was playing violin for some like proposal skit and they had to shoot it like 6 times, and he also did like a fight scene where it was like, hold on, fix your hair again, now fight again.
Yo, for real, it's like that.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
So it's
TV.
like it's acting, pretty much.
TV.
yeah,
It
it's,
is,
it's fun. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, throw me a bag and I got to push somebody in a pool. You cheated on me? Like, sounds fun.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Wow. Okay. What about
You bought me a birthday cake on my birthday
Look, if I know it's fake, yeah, I'm down with it.
Mm.
If I have to get up there and then like,
Even with the stigma that's attached to it.
He's really pushing the stigma.
Nah,
oh
part.
yeah, I don't care about Who cares about stigma? I don't care about stigma. There's stigma attached to being black. I'm still black.
That's true.
Um,
Here we go. Here we
Talk
go.
about it.
I was waiting for it.
Only Hotep John. add the hat on him.
I'm not Hotep. Nah, yeah. If I'm not sacrificing my integrity,
That's real.
I don't care about the stigma. What you think I'm doing? I don't care about that.
Who would win in a dodgeball match? You or Sed?
I'd win in most things, except for producing and singing and playing bass.
Oh, that's good. What I heard from that was, nigga, dodgeball. I dodged bullets in the streets. I dodged chicken since 2015. Anyway, that was just a question I had. Sorry. What's your topic?
Dan?
Nah, I think I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
So you wouldn't, right?
Nah, and it's not even like, I think y'all just have like really big personalities that are literally designed for screen. Like that's not my bag, man. I'm quiet as hell, man. I'm gonna be uncomfortable and like I'm gonna get fired after like the first 2 episodes.
Like if anybody ever offered me an opportunity to get my foot in the door, in the acting door, I'd take it.
You should voice act, man.
My mother told me that.
Yeah, you
Moms
get the
be
voice
right.
for it.
Static Shock reboot? Ebon.
Bro, no one knows Ebon except like no one remembers him. Yo.
I think it's cool.
If you could go back and do something over in your career,
I would go back and say that again. Go back.
if you could go back and do something over in your career to this point, or skip something, what would you do?
I would have moved to LA way sooner.
Yeah.
Like way sooner.
Yeah.
Good one.
No, I spent like a lot of time playing gigs that I didn't want to play, and like, I mean, not even about the money, just like I wasn't learning things that I should have learned. Like I came here completely inept at a lot of shit that I should have known how to do really, really well before I got here. But the only way to do that is to be around people that know how to do it better than you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm not, it's like I'm not gonna go to like I don't want to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to learn, like to go to college and learn something and then like graduate and then not be able to do it well. No shade to college, we all went to college.
Nah.
At least like everyone in this room, you know what I'm saying? Like we went and then left and then learned. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I would have moved here way sooner.
Absolutely.
I would have learned how to like MD better sooner and like sound design sooner and all that stuff, you know? Because yeah, now it's like a learning curve that I'm like spending all my time trying to figure out.
Right. Now I feel you. I think for me, yeah, I think I wouldn't say not going to college because
I like college.
yeah, I love college. I love college. And
Why do you love college, Max? Yeah. Like what's
Is it the Asher Roth song or something
what
else?
is the what's
nah, college was cool. College was cool. Shout out to
Why's
ODU. But you know, because I met a lot of people. I met Masego, I met Dan, I met Matt, a lot of great, dope musicians, producers, stuff like that. So I don't know if I would skip college, but definitely move out to LA sooner. And yeah, and to
Remix and master.
I thought about doing that too.
Waterfall.
Yeah,
That's-
shout
that's
out
just
shout out to
the intro
Waterfall.
song
That was,
to the-
if
to
y'all
the
don't know,
podcast.
Waterfall is like a song on like the very first like
Yeah, I would have just had
EP
somebody
I
else mix
ever
it.
came out with. I took it down because it's so trash.
What
But
is it called?
it's called Attraction. Shout out to Attraction, man. Oh my god, it was
I
terrible.
think it was lit. If y'all have heard my first mixtapes, like
Listen, man,
I think
Attraction was it was not good. It was not. It was like one song up there. I like Waterfall personally. That was probably my favorite song up there. But
lit.
boy,
what do you think you learned from college?
I probably skipped doing that. That's one thing.
boy.
No.
I would skip that song. What you say?
No, I'm saying, did you learn anything from college, like outside of music, that you feel like that you needed for your music career?
No. Well, theory. I learned theory, music theory, which I mean, we don't really utilize theory.
You could have used that on the internet.
Yeah, yeah, but I did learn theory there, music theory, and
How about you, John?
that's about it. I learned Pro Tools.
You learn what?
Pro Tools.
Pro Tools?
Pro Tools.
You learn yum yum. Wait, what was it? What you say? Pro Tools.
This is sponsored by Sylvan.
Honestly, man, my college music experience was like extremely valuable to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like studying jazz, like I had the opportunity just playing with people. That's just a thing. I feel like I learned a lot spending time playing with people.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Dealing with people, dealing with different musicians. We did a lot of improvising, so like playing music on the fly, coming in classes, and they were like, "Okay, we're just gonna play this song." Like, all right,
That's a
like
cool
I've
class,
never
man.
played this with these people before. I've never played this song at all, but I learned the song over the weekend. We're just gonna play it together, and I think that helped me with my first gig with you. Like that helped me with gigs that I'm comfortable with improvising. It also taught me how to like learn music.
I think I learned that in church. Black church taught me.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that's a thing.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, we're not talking about church though.
Yeah.
See, we're not talking about church. I'm talking about what I learned in school.
Oh,
you know what I'm
okay.
saying? I definitely learned how to play with people in church.
Mm-hmm.
But I learned how to play with different types of people in college. Like I learned how to play with niggas in college that never played in church. Playing with church musicians is easy. There's not much that you have to do when you playing with church musicians, but play, sound good. You playing with other types of musicians, that's different. I learned how to play with those types of musicians in college. You know
That
what I'm saying?
sounds. You make that sound really easy, but for someone who like didn't come from that, gospel church, that black church background, like going to church and playing with cats you never played before, and not knowing exactly what the songs were gonna be. That's like to this day for me. That's like damn near impossible sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when people just like start singing. And then you gotta like A, find the key, and then B, like know exactly what the fuck to play afterwards. Like that shit is difficult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you also gotta think there's plenty of church musicians out here that can do that really well, but can't play on a gig at all. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta wait. Way to go with the
Oh, for
bad.
sure, man.
Remember I did that? Pause. Like not not us.
remember I did that.
No, the story I told you about the shorty. Never mind. That's just you ain't got about it. Don't even worry about it.
That's all right. Just don't never do that again.
What about you, Sego? If you could skip anything, like if
I wish I actually practiced.
Mm.
Yeah, because it's like I feel like people think that I'm like Jacob Collier, low key. Like that's how black women like describe me.
oh,
You know what I mean? They're just like, oh yeah, he can just pick up the bassoon and just.
I would pay
Oh,
money
just
to watch
circle.
you play bassoon on a gig instead of saxophone.
No, I believe you.
No, like when I hear people like try to like tell the whole like, yo, so who's Masego? Well, he's this guy that you know what I mean. So I'd be more that if I actually practiced. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I get why I'm where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? The ideas and all the stuff that I learned through leveling up in college or whatever, and like life and gigs and stuff like that. But yeah, if I was actually using that time, actually, we'll make it an exchange. Because like instead of paying for like jewelry and clothes, I would have used that on like a tutor just for like a specialized style on certain instruments. I would have done that because you know me, I'm weird. I can't just be out here practicing. I have to have like some type of setup. So like the stage that I was after I got off a tour with all the rappers, I felt like I needed to buy things to keep up with that lifestyle. And it's
Right.
like, especially because I outgrew most of it, it felt dumb. So I feel like I would have like I loved the sax chain, got that. But after that, I shouldn't have been buying jewelry. Like it just got OD, and like I feel like yeah, if I would have had like a tutor, like yo, we locking in for 3 months, teach me all you can know on guitar, like or bass or whatever.
I mean, you could still do that. I mean, Dan plays sax very well. I mean,
But again, it's
play
almost
guitar.
like
He's okay.
I know a lot of
Dan's a
niggas-
beast. Let's give it a hundred. Like Dan's a beast on sax, bro.
Let's
Dan is phenomenal.
Dan is
get
a
my-
monster.
Don't let's.
But
no.
my
Dan's
thing
monster.
is like, I'm.
Just joking.
How can I say this? I ain't gonna throw no shit.
Nah, throw it. It's all right.
Talk your shit.
It's teaching style. Seth is very good at bass, but I don't like his teaching style. You know what I'm saying? Like it's with a lot of people. Like I feel like a lot of people are talented, but like you click with certain people. And I'm a very weird musician. The way that I put together my patterns, and I love how you see things in shapes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that started help me understand guitar a little bit. But just my way of learning is so unique. Even if somebody's sweet, I can only glean certain things from them.
Right.
That's all I would say. And yeah, that's about it. But I would definitely find me a proper tutor that works with my little weird style thinking.
Yeah, man, YouTube University, bro. That's first off, I taught myself how to play guitar, but all instruments I know.
That's
Actually,
great.
Yeah.
That's it. It should be preaching to other people
Yeah.
like, nigga, YouTube University. So
and I didn't even use YouTube. I just used my ears, just listening and figuring it out. But YouTube is definitely a great resource for like learning.
I agree.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to change my carburetor off YouTube.
That is very
You feel
niche.
me? So
That's super on brand.
That's on brand. I mean, and it's accountability. For me, it's accountability. It's like somebody pulling up, especially when it's like a financial commitment and then my time. But with the internet is filled with Instagram and distractions.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the
So
thing.
like, I do agree. If I was disciplined and not like social media idiot, I'd probably use YouTube University. But I just feel like you'll get on YouTube, then you're like, man, is that an hour podcast on nothingness? I'm gonna watch that.
There you go. I mean, yeah.
But I agree. Like, if I had like the capacity and the attention span to use, like that thing can do that, and what's in your hand can do all of everything. It's just our focus,
Right.
But I feel like the only reason I've only been like even been taking the fitness serious is it's a person pulling up here, and it's like an experience,
Right.
So it keeps me mentally.
You kind of need like
in.
you need structure. That's what it sounds like.
Pretty much. It's just like, even with the tours and all that, it's just like we can do shows, but it becomes real when you put that itinerary in my face, and it's like, okay, I need to practice. I need to prepare. But you just say niggas got a tour. It's like, whatever. That was a fire alarm.
No, not yet. Not yet. But yeah, man, it's yeah, that's skipping and trying to figure out, okay, what didn't I need? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what could I have cut out?
These are good questions, man. Shout out to your fans.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Let's do one more. Let's do some tour stories. We've been on tour. We've traveled around the world. We've traveled to 5 continents, I think. 5 or 6? 5?
How many are there? 7?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Ain't been to Antarctica.
No, we have been in Antarctica,
Or
North,
is it
South
America?
South America.
Antarctica. That's it.
Oh, we were
Yeah,
close, though.
we've been
I'm
around the
upset,
world.
man.
Yeah,
I
we
want a
almost
Brazil
touched
bad.
down.
It was
I
close.
want a
God,
Brazil
don't
so
get me
bad,
started
yo.
on that, man.
Yeah.
COVID
Damn
sucks.
COVID! Goddamn COVID!
Oh, it was close.
So where you guys like where we've toured at? Where do you think your favorite places is gone so far that we've gone
Everybody
to?
asks this question.
Is it?
This is such a hard question.
It is. Okay, top 3. Dan,
Ooh, top 3.
the top 3 places that we've gone.
Madrid for sure. Shut up. So yeah, Madrid for sure. Was it Stockholm?
Stockholm was good. Sweden?
Yeah.
Oh,
nice
Sweden was
place.
good.
Yeah,
too.
so Madrid. Just 'cause I love how homey, like it's the people are very warm. You know, I mean, granted, like it definitely gets like racist on occasion. We know because we went clubbing.
Oh,
But yeah, no, that shit was rough,
You be
man.
forgetting.
Yeah, nah.
What happened?
You remember when we went to that one club?
Oh, when they wouldn't
Yeah.
let me in.
Yeah, because you had locks.
They're racist.
And they were
Yo!
yeah, no, and they were like,
For
like,
real?
Yeah, no, dude. swear
I'm
to
not
God, yo.
surprised. I mean,
No, yeah, no, we went clubbing, and they were just like, oh, you know, like I got in, Seo got in, stuff like that, and like
They said it was because of my shorts, and then they let somebody else with shorts go in.
yeah, but then like
Yo.
I went in and like not some, like literally all the dudes in there were wearing shorts. Like you would have thought it was like a yacht party because everybody in that bitch was wearing shorts, like
Yo.
fucking board, like not even like cool, like fucking board shorts and like sandals, yo. And then like Curry had shorts on. But he was only, he was the only black dude in there with locks and shit. And it was an issue. Yo, and it, dude,
That did happen. I forgot about that.
No, that shit like
I was calm as hell that night too.
no,
I'm
dude,
surprised.
Like, I was more upset. than you are, which tripped me the fuck out. That shit, no, because like, yo, I've never.
Where was I at? Did I go?
No, you stayed the fuck
Nigga,
home.
you know
nigga.
you don't go out.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
true.
What you
We
mean,
went to
where
bed
were
at
you
9
at?
p.m. bro. You know, no, like,
Where was
obviously,
I wasn't at the club with you guys having fun with my friends, drinking. No,
Yeah, I
the
know.
fuck you weren't.
Heavens now.
yeah, no.
Probably had your damn earpiece in.
Reading IGN.
All right, so what's your third place?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Madrid.
is that a good memory to you?
Right, like
He's like, I want this.
My favorite
No.
place had so much racism.
No, it was
Give it up to
my
Dan.
favorite because we did that tiny ass show. It was like a 250 cap room.
You mentioned
it was
none of that.
packed out. I know because like niggas just immediately start talking about racism and shit. But
It's like,
no, Madrid was my favorite because like we went to that Aloha, I think it was, or no, Ohana. It was that one spot with we don't gotta tell this whole story, but it was nice. It was nice.
he was way more passionate about racism.
right.
But yeah, so, but no, yeah. So it was a
Shoot,
tiny
that's
show.
what that critique is.
You know, in a tiny ass, little hole in the wall venue. It was like 250 cap. It was just nice, man. So
It was very good.
yeah, that felt homey to me. Plus, like all the cooking kind of smelled like like my grandma's kitchen and shit because it's all like.
There we
Yeah,
go.
you're Hispanic.
Okay.
I was
Anyways,
gonna let you live.
yeah. So Madrid, that was sick. Stockholm was awesome, and I want to say Tokyo, but we weren't there long enough. Kenya was a lot. Like I loved Kenya a lot. That was Nairobi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nairobi was awesome, man.
Okay. What about you, John?
Yeah, I did like Kenya a lot. I liked Kenya, just because everybody was black.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I feel
that
you.
felt good.
Yeah, it did.
You
It's
know
like,
what I'm
oh,
saying?
this is hey,
Yeah,
cool.
because it was like first we went to South Africa. That was my first time being in Africa, and there was so many just other people there.
Mm-hmm.
No, when you
I was
like
like,
land in
okay,
the
this is
airport
not-
and it's like mostly black people, and it's like I've never seen this shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's pretty
it's
sick.
different. Yeah. So Kenya, I liked Korea too. Korea was lit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Korea was lit
Yeah, Korea was sick. We
for reasons.
plug these in or something.
Yeah, we do.
Nah, but the culture in Korea was kind of dope though.
Yeah.
What's my third place? Probably another one of them Scandinavian countries too. Low key.
Yeah, that's the
Low key. I know I'm real black to be saying that.
No, it's a thing though. Like the
It's just
geography
kinda
was
lit.
beautiful. It's beautiful
It's
there.
kind of lit out
Beautiful,
there.
man.
So.
What about you, Sego? Say you've been more places than we have. So, what do you think your top three places that you've traveled?
I liked.
Of course, South Africa. What else?
No. I'll give you new ones. Ghent, Belgium was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah. Against chill.
Yeah.
Just don't even turn it back on, man. Just let it
Oh,
ride out.
it's overheating. It's all good.
It's overheating.
Interesting.
That's a thing.
That candle is lit.
Mm-hmm.
Go to bed.
Chilly. Okay. But no, again, Belgium was cool just because I felt like with the right people, it's an amazing place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get the pictures thing. You can just kind of explore. There's the boat rides, little market or whatever. That was cool. And that's when we cry laughed from the breakfast at that little Airbnb we were staying at, talking about how like we the ones that didn't get shot in the hood 'cause somebody protected us. No, go be something, little nigga.
You smart, you talented.
Yeah, Kendrick has the same story, trust me. So come on, Overheat. Let's get him in.
Hey, what's going on?
It's okay, man. Let it rock.
Yeah, we did cry laughter. That was amazing.
I like stuff like that, but that was cool. Lisbon, Portugal was very special because that show was very diverse. Like I remember even seeing like a lot of fan videos where it's just everybody kind of brought together by our sound and the way like they get it. They got the jokes, they got the whole banter, like, and they appreciated it.
Right.
I remember that one specifically because it's like every race was in there rocking with the whole show.
Right.
They weren't waiting for the hit song. They weren't waiting for the beat from scratch. They were just there because they loved us.
Yeah.
So I remember that one a lot. And then I think Tokyo is definitely special. I feel like it's very whimsical.
Yeah.
Like you can't experience it all in one day or 1 week. It's just like, and it's just a million things to do. Like I feel like when we leave, we're like, oh, they were doing Mario Kart races and they was doing like these excursions and stuff. So like, Tokyo is amazing, cause especially if you got the right crew with you, it's gonna be like a very just cool experience. Like, I mean, whatever your vibe is, the shopping thing, the museum thing, the culture thing, it's just like, it's very clean, it's very safe. I mean, you know, people are just mad nice there, almost to the point where you're just like, yo, somebody cursed me out. Like, come on. When I landed back in New York and somebody was like, yo, get the F out of here, I was just like,
I'm home.
So, yeah, I think I named 3. I said Ghent, I said Lisbon, and Tokyo. So, there's a lot of places, though, but those are special.
I think for me, South Africa, of course.
Cool.
Not of course, but South Africa, it's the vibe there is like, I don't know. I rock with South Africa a lot, heavy.
Yeah, boy.
Israel.
That was disgusting.
Oh my god.
I did not enjoy that.
That was.
You didn't like Israel?
No,
this mouth
tongue fucking movement.
That was scathing.
You wanted me to say the F word. I had to say it.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Edit. Nah.
I think my favorite thing about tour is the Jesus Christ.
Nah.
Netflix acts if you want to still listen. All right.
No, but Tel Aviv, Israel. Oh my lord,
That was-
man!
that was
Y'all
gorgeous,
remember
man.
that?
That was one of my
Yeah.
favorites too.
Oh my god, the weather there was just like, oh, is this heaven? What?
That was one of the
What's going
best
on here?
experiences that I've ever had. bro.
Yeah, and the beach. We went to the beach.
Yeah,
The
that was
clear
sick.
water. You could see like the fish swimming in there.
Yeah, man.
The people were cool. The food was good.
I'm not gonna lie, man. We definitely found a very great part of that area. I mean, from the tours we had to
Yeah.
the beach, like we got a very pure version of that,
Mm.
of that like whole area. And they treated us mad nice.
Yeah.
They treated us mad nice. I didn't feel the racism vibe. We had the best falafel
Ever.
Oh.
ever.
No. Berlin, Germany was the best.
He high.
Yeah, he's
you're
bugging.
We didn't have falafel. We had
shawarma.
kebabs there.
Yeah. Okay,
That
no,
was-
I'm not.
No,
I'm
that
not.
shit was
The
wild.
falafel,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they
Boy.
created it from. It was
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
It was different.
Yeah, everything. The tahini, everything. The hummus was different. It was,
hummus
different,
wild.
bro.
You got to
It was
pronounce
a small
It's so
show
good.
too. It's not
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't a big show at all.
like I owed money after that show and I didn't care. Yeah, we lost bread, but
Yeah, it was
but like that's the thing.
hepatitis factory.
I'm that type of nigga. It's like Tel Aviv. I don't even know it. Like I don't know nothing about that. Let's go there. So we did a very small show. Niggas was on camels. Granted, social media killed me. Like there's trapped. Free the camels. I was like, I didn't capture
Yeah,
him.
it was a lot of blowback from.
It was
social
stuff, but it's
media.
like, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? It's all
Nigga, I rode a
perspective.
camel, bro.
Like I'm sorry, I rode a camel. That was magical to me. That nigga spit and hit somebody with it. That was great. So I feel like it was so special. The hotel was next level.
Bro.
Wild, yo.
Yo.
That shit was great.
Yeah.
It-
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was great.
Yeah, bro. That was.
They treated us really nice.
Yeah. So I think it's South Africa, Tel Aviv, and then maybe I think Japan, top 3. Japan only simply because I'm a big anime lover, anime fan. I was like, oh,
It's a good choice.
this is Shibuya. Gotcha. This is what it looks like in real life.
Shibuya Road.
So yeah, Japan, man. That was or South Korea.
Korea was lit, bro.
Korea was like
It was lit. Nice hotel rooms. It
Yeah,
was lit, bro.
I think on the
I went shopping out there. It was fire.
Yeah. Like just the whole Asia tour was like the hotels where we stayed.
It was a
like,
different vibe on that tour.
oh,
It was a different vibe.
this is nice. I think the best hotels I stayed on was like in Asia.
The second half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not,
China
not
was
Shanghai. Shanghai was the only
Poo-poo.
time it was like, oh, this is
yeah, China just had
this
like
is garbage,
the smallest beds ever.
bruh.
I
Me and
felt
Dan
very
were
out of
literally
place.
this close.
No, yeah. Curry insisted on being Little Spoon too. Like insisted.
Like
It was cold.
I did enjoy that breakfast we had though.
Where in China?
I think so.
In Shanghai or not Shanghai, but
We only did one city, right? It
nah,
was
we did Hong Kong and Shanghai. Hong Kong was lit.
Hong
was
Kong
cool.
lit.
Hong Kong was lit.
Woo! I can't tell.
What
you
we
I
doing
did
in Hong Kong?
Hong Kong. Remember we
Hong Kong is like niggas that work. It's a very industrial looking city, and it's like they party mad hard, but they do things like whatever Dan does back in the day. Like they're like
why are we doing this?
they're piecing things together with fire. They have
I
metals.
was like BDSM.
Anyways, thank you for listening to Lobby Call. This has been great. Thoroughly enjoyed. See you on next episode.
Dan.
Hey yo.
I'm going to bed. Let's go to bed.
I have a question from Instagram follower of mine. His name is Yaiba Beats. He says, how did you get started? How do you all get started in music? Just in music, period.
Church. Next question.
Church?
Yeah.
Church.
Yeah, no, I think it was church. Yeah,
Church.
it was church for me, I think.
Yeah.
Church?
Or really, it was
Yeah,
like
I'm
wind
pretty
ensemble
sure.
because I was doing the whole like symphonic band thing in like 6th, 7th grade and shit. And then eventually church, but like mostly church.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I would have been in music regardless, but I grew up in church, so.
What about you, Sags?
Church, man.
Church?
Eggs?
I'm black.
That was gross.
I wasn't mad at that.
Sags. Now, for me, it was actually orchestra for me.
Oh yeah, you did. The
Granted, all my family's musical. Like either they sing or they
shout out the Hunters.
the Hunter family. Either they sing or they play an instrument very well. But for me, I didn't get started really in church. I got started in playing violin in elementary school, and then I played that, and then I didn't really start playing in church until after I graduated high school. That's when I first started playing like bass and guitar.
Sure, yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is kind of new to me. So I didn't have that, 10 years like Jon Curry. I was playing 5 years old.
Yeah, I was actually. Yeah.
Prodigy.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think like when like school band and orchestra, they taught me how to like play music, but it didn't teach me how to be a musician. I didn't understand how to like listen to other people and like get in where I fit in. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Nah, I feel you. Like, I think it's almost like learning piano. Like a person who's not musically inclined, they want to learn the piano. It's like, oh, okay, this is or a person who's not musically inclined learn to play guitar. This is a C chord, or this is the you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I think it kind of when I got to college is where it really musically I kind of got my start. So yeah, Yaiba Beats. Shout out to Yaiba Beats on Instagram. I'll do one more. This is from Blue Moon Purple Skies at Blue Moon Purple Skies. They ask, are there artists that have made you starstruck? I'll start with you, Masego. Masego.
Wow, that is disgusting.
That was better. I'm cool with that. All right,
Masego.
Anyway,
I'll start with you.
someone that had me starstruck.
Kendrick Lamar, maybe.
Oh, double flex. Okay.
I was just whack. I don't think I was starstruck. I was kind of
Isn't there a story with Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah. There's many stories that I haven't told about Kendrick Lamar, but I just feel like I don't know. I was like 22 or something like that. Like I wished that I could rap at any level that he would respect, but I felt whack. So I was just like, yeah, my autograph book. You know what I mean? So he met that version of me. You know what I'm saying? And later on, he met a not even remotely decent sax player version of me. He's like, yo, play what Terrace played.
This nigga played what Squidward played.
No. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, that's the perception though. Like if you like read the wrong thing about me, you're like, oh yeah, you can play this. And I just started doing
Like,
I can't even think of any Squidward run right now, but yeah, all of those.
oh God.
But I'm trying to think of like a woman that had me starstruck.
Yeah.
That I was just kind of not really ready to meet. I think Janae Aiko is one of them.
You met Janae Aiko? When?
Listen, man,
No, when did you meet her?
there's things I haven't told you about.
I need to hear that. Cause
It was
da bossa.
I think it was Anderson Paak's community benefit concert thing. There's a lot of people there. I met JoJo that day. I met
Juju.
What is wrong with you?
Hey.
Why is you made her a
Look,
freaking
all
anime?
my anime nerds will know what I'm talking about. Go ahead.
Oh Lord, Yo,
Juju.
this man is weird. Okay, so met her. I met Raphael Sadiq that day. I mean, Thundercat, me and him met or whatever. But like when Janae was there, it was just like there's a meme of her, like when you see her and she's just being her, and it's just a lot at once. And so that was
and like what way? Like was she?
She's mad beautiful.
Oh, gotcha.
She's mad beautiful, and it's like you don't know what angle to kind of approach her. Like it's just like, all right, am I coming in for the hip hop? Do I hug? Do I comment on the removed Big Sean tattoo, or do I congratulate you for the new relationship? I don't know what's popping. So I was just like, yeah. So that was a minute ago though. So that was some starstruck activity. Erykah Badu, I was starstruck.
Yeah,
I get it though. Like the eyes, I was like, I too would wear elf shoes. Like I would change my whole aesthetic if she chose to sleep with me.
Yeah.
So I get it though. Like and seeing her on stage, like we were like so close. Like I'm backstage and she's right there.
Yeah.
And like the yams are crazy. Like well deserved. I get it.
Yeah.
Like
accolades are well deserved.
seat.
Yeah, we opened up for Erykah Badu.
I'm saying, bro, like big yourself up. We done some things.
We opened up for Erykah Badu.
Big up, Ting. Big up there.
Yeah. What about you, John? Starstruck?
Yeah, Erykah Badu definitely said some weird shit to her. So,
what'd you say?
No, it wasn't that weird, but like we just
you.
happened to be in the same hallway together. She's coming down the opposite end of the hallway, and I'm coming down from one end, and I'm just like, in my mind, like, do I move out of the way? Like, what do I do? I just like didn't know. Like it was like a small hallway, you know what I'm saying? And then as she got close, like she looked at me, and then I was just like, I was like, peace, peace. And she was like, peace, peace, peace. And I was like,
peace, 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 peace.
And I like caught some nut. So the sound of it didn't startle, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, I just definitely froze up and just kind of like moved over to the side, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was the most starstruck I remember myself ever being.
Yeah. Dang, okay.
That's bad.
What about you, Dang?
Same. Like,
Erykah Badu?
Dude, yeah. So I mean, I think I met like Arturo Sandoval like a long time ago.
Arturo Sandoval.
Mucha lucha.
Ay, Dios mío, Padre Santo, madre mía.
Dos. Northampton, Richmond.
Yeah, no. Stereo.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, no. So that was a big one for me. And then after that, it was Erykah, man. Because I think I saw Erykah because like when we were, I think I was just like hanging out in like the cafeteria or whatever. And she was walking through, and then it occurred like she got around, and then a bunch of issues that I considered non-issues like became issues when I saw her. I was just like, man, I wonder. I'm probably breathing too much right now. Like I don't know. I might be breathing.
Yo, like that.
Dude, it was weird. It was fucking weird, man. It's.
You don't want to inconvenience her.
Yeah, no. It's like I gotta move out the way because she's coming this way. Let me move to the left. Oh shit, I should probably go to the right. I don't fucking know.
Let me move the fuck out the way.
Exactly. I was thinking I don't know which way to move to get out of her way, and then I'm like tripping over shit, and she looked at me, and I couldn't move after that. Like I was, it was fucking weird, dude.
Yo,
that shit was hella weird.
That's funny.
That's her hilarious. Energy. Her energy crazy, bro. Yeah,
that's
crazy.
Yeah, I think for me, I've never been
starstruck. I'm just so lit. I think.
Nah, be like Harriet Tubman.
You saved me as a boy.
When I remember Rosa.
You remember?
I said you were so amazing.
I saw Erykah Badu and I just said you're welcome. Like
but for real though, like I've never been starstruck, yo. I think
not even Janelle Monáe.
Not even Janelle Monáe.
Dang.
I was like, oh, what's up, girl? You know what I'm saying? Like,
down.
Okay, right.
Real talk.
That's probably exactly what she said.
I was like, hey, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, all the celebrities I've met, never been Star Trek before. Even Erykah Badu, I was like, oh, hey.
What's up, girl?
No, because that was the second time I've seen her. Because you remember we did a show. It was just you, me, and Kamani. Shout out to Kamani. We did a show in like Maryland somewhere.
Wow, that's a minute ago.
Yeah. It's like,
and she was going with us.
Yeah.
She blew up in the black Escalade, and we both went through security together.
Yeah, but I saw her at the hotel. We were staying in the lobby. I was like, oh, that's
You
Erykah
told
Badu.
me that. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Shout out.
I was like, oh, that's cool. I wasn't like, let me go check out. Not, you know what I'm saying? I was just
You might be dead on the inside, man.
nah. Granted, she's
Coming
beautiful.
from Dan, that's wild. That's insane.
I'm going home. I need to go home.
He just emerges underneath into Satan.
Yo,
Like,
snap.
To the floor.
Just sinks.
Nah, but yeah, I've never been starstruck before. That's weird because it's like,
Bruh, honestly,
I've
I'm
met
not that
mad-
person either that like trips out when they meet famous people. I'll trip out over meeting a drummer that nobody knows.
Yeah.
But like Erykah, bro, she got a different energy, dog.
Yeah, no,
It's
it's
different.
different. It's not a fame thing; it's an energy thing. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Because I've been like a huge Kamasi fan for a long time, and then met Kamasi. I was like, "Oh, dude, what's up?" Like,
Yeah, most
Yeah.
times I meet
You
people
know?
and I'm underwhelmed.
yeah.
With Erykah, I was like, you know, so
oh man, I think that my first celebrity that I like met was Tank. I actually played for Tank. Like, I opened up for him and I played for him.
y'all would play together.
Yeah, it was cool. It was just like we were like the house band and he was performing at a club. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And I was like, people were like, women were like falling out and like, hey, he's like 5'9". What's going on here?
Wow.
I mean, no shade though, but he's not the tallest guy. And I was from there. I was like, oh, it's just Tank. Yeah, at the end of the day, they're human. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no facts.
I'm sure there are people who starstruck with Masego. I'm like, this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit!
I was minding my business.
They got holes in his socks right now.
You ain't lying. My thing is, man, you never know what you mean to people till they start crying when they come up to you. It's kind of different, Dan, because they're just like,
They start crying for a different reason. It's like get overwhelmed with sadness. And they go,
Oh my god!
told me Jesus wasn't real. Yeah, that's what
But yeah, man, I think if I met Janae Aiko, it might be like, oh, I can see why people are starstruck.
He said, "Fuck Erykah Badu," but if I meet Janae,
No. Erykah Badu too. We all came to consensus. Like, yeah, Erykah Badu. That's it right there. You know.
I got you.
But yeah, man.
that's not what you said, but whatever.
What?
So thank you for listening to this podcast. It's been great.
Nah, yeah, we're gonna cut it. We're gonna cut it. How you guys feeling?
like I'm about to go check on my chicken.
Okay. Well, yeah. Any last thoughts before we close out?
This was nice. I'm glad you guys let me be a part of this.
Of course, man.
This nigga said, "Get out my room."
This is also my bed.
Take that, Joe Budden podcast.
Oh, any last thoughts before we head on down the Dusty Trail?
Dusty Trail.
Head on down.
Drink responsibly, y'all.
Well, yeah, this has been another episode of Lobby Call, episode 2. Yeah, man, it's dope. Usually Dan will play the Jamaican. But
Oh, should I do that?
yeah, may as well.
I wasn't prepared. I was looking at cheeks on Instagram. Hold on, I gotta find it. Nearly there. Nearly there.
Wait,
Nearly
what happened?
there.
There we go. That's a wrap.